All right, so it's almost deer season. It is now August. Never mind the mess and stuff left over from one of the kids' birthdays, but I'm ready to get some arrows done. So I have everything I'm going to need to refletch my arrows. I think there's 9 of these blood sports left over from last year. Broke a couple on deer, lost a few. A couple of them still have turkey feathers on them. So I've already went ahead and stripped off the old wraps. I always use wraps. I get mine from One Stringer. These are custom I had made. They're awesome. They'll fit any size arrow. You can upload your own stuff. It's great. So that's done. The fletchings are off, of course. Now time to prep the arrows. So I'll kind of give you a once over on how this is done and kind of show you step by step on how I fletch my arrows. So when you're prepping your arrows, you need a clean surface for the wrap or the fletching to stick to. So what I do is I have one of these bottles full of acetone. It's super slick. Basically take a paper towel, push on it a few times, get the acetone on there, and then you just basically clean off the part of the arrow that had fletching on it with the leftover glue or leftover residue from the wrap. That's how fast it did. So I'm going to knock the rest of these out and I'll show you the next step. All right, on the last arrow. So the one thing with acetone, you got to be careful if you have any like regular print on there, it'll take it right off. You got to be really careful with it. So kind of got to get up to the edge and take your time. Sometimes you'll have a little bit of glue left or part of a wrap. Just take a knife, clean it off real fast. Give it a once over. And now they're ready for the next step, which is putting on the new wraps. Like I said, these are from onestringer.com. They're awesome. I've used them for years, and they just give that custom look to any of your stuff. So let me show you how I prep for that. So what I do is the lighter part is going to be where the fletchings go. So carefully take that off. Lay it flat. They're super adhesive, so you just got to kind of get your groove on, use your fingernail, use the tip of a knife, something like that to help. So then what we want to do is take our arrow, and I know mine are basically the full length, but you want to end up right here on the very tip. You want it to be flush, so you kind of even it up right where you want it, push down, start to roll it, get that first part all good to go, finish rolling. There you have it. One perfectly done wrap. Like I said, I'll knock out the other 8. And then it'll be the next step is putting on the fletching. Now that we're done with that, so put all my knocks back in. And what I'm gonna do is basically index them how I want my fletchings. So I use a 4 fletch, so I have my Bitzenberger set up to the 90 degrees. I'll show you that. Right there, that screws all the way in 90 degrees, which will mean, that means 4 revolutions per arrow to get 365 degrees. I shoot the 2 1/4 inch tack drivers from Tack Vane. I switched to these probably 4 years ago, and I can definitely tell a difference, you know, but I like it, so I'm gonna stick with them. So what I do is I already have a mark on my Bitzenberger where the back of my fletching is gonna go. So right there, if you can see that. And what I'm gonna do is basically test fit it, see where I want it. I got the indexing good. So the next thing, and it's a step a lot of people don't do. Here's a primer pen. So you put that on the vein, and that's going to prep it for the glue. If I can get this to sit down. Yeah, just like there. Get the tack glue, and I cut just a really tiny hole on it. And all you're going to want is a little bead. From front to back, little tiny bit of glue, just like that. Put it on your magnet, push it tight. And with a lot of these different adhesives, it does not take very long. So I'm just gonna piddle on my phone for 30 seconds, unclamp, and then rotate it. All right, well, been 20-30 seconds. Open the clamp, put it down, make sure everything looks good, and just one click. Go to the next one, same thing, put it on your spot right there. Small bead of glue. Clamp. Get it on there. And push it tight. Wait another 15, 20, 30 seconds. Unclamp. Spin it. All right. Took a little break for dinner, but I am finished. So, like I said, 4 fletch, personal preference last few years. I've been doing it. 2 1/4 tack drivers, tack vanes. I don't know. They've worked great for me. So that's what I'm gonna stick with. If you have any questions, comment below. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I know it wasn't anything too crazy, but hit that like and follow button. Appreciate you.